Hello buddies, welcome back to my channel. This is Radamés, your humble servant as usual. And in this occasion I would like to share some loose reflections about contradictions that we tend to find in the mythical adventures of the Catholic religion. And I just picked the Catholic religion because it's one that in this life I've been raised in. Therefore, I have a certain knowledge. It's fresher in my mind, so I can basically dissect things in ways that are quite more disrespectful yet accurate than if I tackled other religions that escape me at the moment. But accepting they are all the same and they have a common goal, being culture and time, the main difference. What baffles me, and what I think it's an interesting thing to point to, is the following: we have God as the Almighty, all-loving, perfect being, thing, Father, let's say. And then in the opposite side, in the blue corner, let's say, we have Satan, the devil, the demon of all demons, or however you want to call it. It doesn't matter. But it's the embodiment of all negative and destructive things. Okay, good. So we are told that because he disobeyed God, because he was rogue, cheeky, and a piece of shit, he was punished. He was the fallen angel. Okay, he fell. Nothing to do with the poison song whatsoever, as far as I know. So this angel falls because he disobeyed. Okay, good. But what does he get as a punishment? The punishment basically is to have his own den for all eternity, to punish and exert his sadism at will on all the unholy and sick motherfuckers that end in hell. So, is he punished? Is Satan punished or rewarded because of his disobedience? I think, yeah. Oh, you get what I mean. So, and that just blows my mind. I mean, the worst thing being piece of shit in the whole history of the universe gets rewarded for being just that. Hey, that's just like, what the hell is happening? Hell, pun intended. So, Satan disobeys God, and he gets this sort of uber complex BDSM dungeon where he can do whatever the fuck he wants to the worst people in existence forever. Free reign, do whatever the fuck you want. Rape your customers, Satan, it's fine. Spread AIDS and STDs in your underworld, it's fine, because God is thus punishing you. That's a bit like giving Michael Jackson, were he alive, or in heaven, or in purgatory, or in hell, the management of a kindergarten. Would you send your kid there? No. Would you see it as a appropriate punishment for a probable pedophile? Well, you get the gist of it, right? It's absurd. It's like making Herod the head of a nursery. Yeah, that just does not work. So at some point in the 3rd or 4th century after Christ, our inspiration, they thought, okay, let's make this twisted, sick and weird theme with Satan. So in real life and current world ways, or a metaphor, a current metaphor would be like to have the DEA, that organism that heroically claims to battle drugs and the illegal marketing of them and drug lords, etc. Satan owning his den to just be happy punishing people forever is like having the DEA partner up with drug lords, having Pablo Escobar as an employee, or the Chavo Guzman, or whoever the fuck you want, working with them so they can earn more money, they can finance their undercover operations and all the weird shit I'm sure they do not do. and then not helping the people they claim to want to help, which is drug users, which are victims here. So you see the contradiction. The DEA partnering up with drug lords so they can sell more, they can earn more, they can finance weird shit while stepping on the souls of the addicts. That's something that would never happen in this beautiful world, correct? Would it? Can you imagine it? Well, try to, because it's a worthy exercise. And before I leave you back to your beautiful and miserable life, I'm gonna drop a little piece of advice, but before I need to self-slap myself, because I live by the motto, don't give advice unless it's requested, but because you cannot request it, I'm just going to imagine, yes, you want it. So, before admiring someone and casting your admiration over the whole person, let's say Bill Cosby, or Michael Jackson, or any other famous person who's going to be uncovered to be like a pedophile or a serious abuser or a serial abuser or whatever, stop for a second and say, okay, he might be a great sportsman or artist or actress, whatever, but he might be a piece of shit. So I better, in other ways, so I better not jump on the Bill Cosby boat fully, because we might discover afterwards that he did horrible things. People, we are complex. Yeah, black and white. There's a lot of grays in between, like in my beautiful hat. Navigating those waters is what evolving is, and evolving means going deeper inside. It's a two-way street. Okay, so thank you for listening. I hope that all the metaphors, similes, and analogies have made sense. And if they haven't, then I'm sorry. And I'll try to do better next time. Thank you, and I'll see you soon, buddies.